This is a Blend Extra. It's important that parents connect with their kids. It gives them the sense of being understood and keeps them out of trouble, too.
But according to the University of Southern California's Center for Digital Future, family time has dropped from 26 hours a week to less than 18. So it's important to make the most of the time that you do have with your kids. And with us now is family fun expert Donna Bozzo with 5 simple ways to connect with your child.
Scoot in a little bit. You look so far away there. There you go.
You're kind of a fun expert.
Let's
you
feel
have
close.
so much fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's feel close.
And that's what we're talking about today. Just, do you feel close to your child? Does your child feel close to you? Connectedness is described as children feeling valued and important in your life and understood. And so, we have less time together as families. It's still important. It's the #1 way to prevent against, drug use, failing academics, self-esteem issues. So how do we do it quickly?
Yeah, I think that's great. Your #1 tip is be you with them.
Exactly. It's the best gift you can give. They want to be with you. They don't want to be with you thinking about this or you thinking about that. And it's really impossible to do all the time. Okay, we can't do that. We're all very busy. But you know what? Give yourself 15 minutes maybe to say, I'm going to be right there half of the carpool to gymnastics, or I'm going to be right there listening for those 15 minutes, this evening before we go on to our next activity.
Well, and you said everybody's busy, and we've talked about this before, is that busy is almost like the new excuse for not doing the things that we want to do or the things that we should be doing, like connecting with our kids.
Right, or for me, it makes me feel more important. I'm so important. I have
I'm
so
so
much
busy.
to do. I'm
Yeah.
so busy, and I'm thinking. Well, you know what? This is the most important thing you can do, and it doesn't have to be all day. It can't be all day.
Exactly.
So start with 15-minute increments.
I like that.
How do you do this? Because one of your next suggestion especially for a parent with multiple kids or a single parent, you say spend one-on-one time with them. How can you do that? How can you exercise it?
I believe in that. I mean, not only is it important for you to be you with them, it's important for you to be with them. And it doesn't have to be a big planned date or tickets to the ballet or something that you have to plan and plot. Maybe it's just taking that extra drive home from the mall and listening.
Yeah.
Or walking to school. Sometimes I'll walk to school with one of my children and I'm just with them, and those are those magic moments, and it's 10 minutes.
I love that too. My mom once said the best time to have a conversation with a child is in the car because you don't have to look right at each other. You can look forward.
It's not confrontational.
And you get sometimes you get the best answers.
Sure. Take
from
a
your
car
children.
ride. Remember Sunday drives?
Yeah. And one-on-one time, I find, especially with my teenager, it's hardest to find time to be with her one-on-one. I find the best time that she's the most talkative is right before bed. Is those, 15, 20 minutes before she goes to sleep, she tends to be very talkative. And that's one-on-one time where the other kids are still home, but yet I can have individual time.
Right, because you don't have the other siblings vying for your attention, and you're kind of in the dark, and you're kind of slowed down, and you're kind of in one position. And there's a lot working there.
And I love what you say. Say the same thing to them every night before they go to sleep. I don't always do that, but I say the same thing to them every day before they go to school. And I got it from Tiffany, and I say, be somebody.
That
is
was
what I say.
Yeah, I love that, and I love the exercise of saying the same thing, because I believe in life when tough times come up, she's going to remember that, be something, or whatever it is you either send them to school with, or I send my children to bed with. I say the same thing every night.
What do you say?
I say, and their dad does the same thing. We say, we love you all that there is, more than there is, and then we say, we love you just because you're, and then we say their name. And now they beat us to the punch, and I just want them to remember that we love them, and we love them just because they are who they are, not for any other reason. And that's just something I came up with, on my own. But every family's different.
Do your own.
Yeah, do your own. Create your own mantra.
Lastly, you say to laugh, and I think that's so important. TheLadyWithTheAlligatorPurse.com is the website to find more about Donna Bozzo. Thanks, Donna.